So this was the last deed that we made. We're on Xanadu. The labyrinth's also on Xanadu, but we're gonna have to travel there. So where our actual deed is, so we have a deed called the Factional Fight Village. It's not close to, or it's not far, but it's not really close to the labyrinth. So for people that haven't seen our deed, this is essentially Adam's creation. This side, and it's made up of, I think, 4 large buildings with bridges everywhere. Look at that. There's scorpions. I can see. Are you over there somewhere? Oh, that's funny. There's a...
Yeah, it's crazy how much stuff is there.
That is funny.
And Pinksy asked, if I make a character on Xanadu, can you invite me to it? You mean to the labyrinth?
You wouldn't want to come here, but if you're wanting to go to the labyrinth, if you want to create a character, go and start on Brock Landing, because the labyrinth is right next to that.
It's like 5-minute walk, and you can use the highway system with the
and there should be signs and stuff from there.
Signs, yeah.
So we purposely made it next to one of the starting areas.
One of the things
where
you
our
should
deed is, it's not close. So maybe one thing that we could do before we leave, for the people that have not, there's a few things here. One, there's so this side is sort of Adam's creation, and then the second half of this deed is my creation. And so Adam decided to build up bridges, everything, like tons of cool stuff.
What I really liked is the idea of, there's Deathwind. Hey, Deathwind. What I really liked is this idea of a compact little village, but that was all made up of 4 separate buildings connected by bridges, so that they all kind of looked like one kind of big thing.
And then lots of cool stuff. Maybe don't gloss over it, because there's a lot of people that have just started playing. Maybe you can show a few design techniques, like your
this
stables.
Sure.
Okay.
I would like. I'll show the stables in a second, but what I like about this place is that the main concept was that I should be able to access everything with a cart using bridges. So, for example, this one here is a bridge that goes not between 2 buildings, but this is one building on either side that I cut out this little path for a bridge that leads you up to the 2nd or 3rd floor, I guess. And then you can use these bridges to basically, I'm stuck here, go everywhere. You know, there shouldn't be a spot where I get disconnected. Yeah, I know. There's people who come in here and who get completely lost as to which way they're trying to go. But it should be, no matter where you are, it's never a dead end. You always have like another path to go down.
So Serotonin, this is our original, not original. This is our deed, our current deed on Xanadu. So we're just showing you guys around before we leave and head to our labyrinth, which will be the highlight of the first part of this stream. Yes, this is. Keep going.
Yep. Now, we're right on top of the stables at the moment. I can show what the stables looks like underneath.
Yeah, Adam did a amazing job. Yeah, go to Brock Landing if you want to meet us at the labyrinth.
Whoa! Look at these spots here. Get me out of here.
So what is this area?
Yeah,
so
look, we still have some horses. These are
nice.
This was where I was breeding horses, although they're now only the ones I guess I've cared for are still alive.
And notice everything that he did is within a building. Even the horse breeding area, even the stables area. He did like a 2-story high indoor stables.
Yeah, there's a 2-story high, and then there's a 3rd story. Thanks, Deathwind. Brian got hit once, and his...
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's talk about this building right here.
So this area is my area. Instead of Adam built up, I built down. So if we go into this building, it's made up of this building here, and then a small building over here, and then around it is sort of like this protective, I don't even know what you would want to call it, wall of some kind.
Now, you're saying that there's one building here and another small building over here. but that in fact is just an illusion.
It's just an illusion. This is actually one ginormous building.
Yeah, that we're standing on the 8th floor of, or 10th floor of. I don't even remember how many
Yeah,
floors.
it's pretty high. And so what I did was I dug down all the way, like very far, and then built a house in this giant hole, and then brought the house up to, I don't know, the 10th floor or something. And then that's why
with the ground.
and then just made bridges all the way across. That's why there's these random bridges just here.
And I don't know if Drogos made it here, but I was watching Drogos on his stream, and he did something similar where he was trying to level out the top of a building to the ground so that a bridge would come across and be perfectly flat. And he like miscalculated it by like a couple slope or something like that. And the bridge was just ever so slightly slanted.
Hey, Drogos, he is there.
There you are, Drogos.
So, do you want to say the reason for that?
I thought that was great. For what? For digging this whole thing down?
Well, I mean, we did the calculation. I let Adam do the calculation to make it perfect.
Right.
Perfectly flat.
Why it would be off.
And yeah, so the calculation was like the first level is always a few more, like 3 slope more than the rest of the levels.
The first level is exactly 3 slope more than the other levels. So the first one's 33 slope, and then all the remaining are 30. So you have to take that extra 3 slope into account. Okay, so let's take you down, because...
So you look at this middle area. Let's just...
Oh, yeah. Go back.
I mean, you can...
Well...
So, I mean, this is the middle area. What I basically did was make... You can see these bridges. So there's a giant hole in the middle of this giant building. And
it's a donut.
I made...
It's a donut house.
Enough for 3 bridges that scale all the way down this giant house. And that's sort of the view. Can't really see it. Let's go down a little bit.
Let's take us down. Yeah, let's take us down. I hope there's no collapses in the mine, because we'll come back up the mine. This is the donut. This is the center of the donut that connects.
So this first level, I actually got working on the furniture and that sort of thing. There's a few rooms and some prized possessions, not really that many. What do I have in here?
You have a Titch statue, a Libla statue.
Oh God! Of course, I come
snowman.
off of the. This is the problem with bridges.
Your merchant
and
your merchant
cards
is gone. So if you had anything on that merchant, it'll be in your mailbox.
Titch does have a statue. Yeah, I think you can make it on the new server as well.
Yeah.
Out of
marble.
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 Oh, am I glitched out? I think I'm glitched out.
This is the problem when you try to push the game to its limits by making buildings that have
keep that door open.
Here.
Okay, that was just me. So what you were talking about, the snowman statue, which actually makes snow all year round.
Snowballs.
The Titch statue, of course, she famously loved fishing, so her statue is her fishing. And for people that don't know and would want to visit, on release, the release server, they made a giant Titch memorial. Because she was one of what would you call it? Not one of the main devs, but one of the...
She was a volunteer dev, but she put in a ton of stuff.
That brought a lot of stuff into this game. I mean, so they built a memorial for her, and they made a Colossus-sized version of this statue. There's only one in the game. Yeah. It's on release.
Yep.
It's really cool. Has a lot of cool items there.
And the memorial's not just that. There's like a bunch of other stuff there.
That's right. This is a statue that you can make based off of the archaeology profession. So if I don't know how many people have done the archaeology on the new server, but one of the big benefits of archaeology is the ability to create statues that aren't craftable. And there's a whole ton of them. This is just one of them. And then the other part of this is, since I'm a labyrinth maker at heart, this area, I tried to build it a little bit like a labyrinth. So there's a room over here. And And let me just zoom in. So there's a room over here, and I didn't really finish this room, but there's a secret door on this side. So if you go through here, and then it leads to this secret room, which then leads to this secret room, which goes up to the second floor here. I never actually finished this, but what was supposed to happen is this is supposed to be an area where I could craft. Then I think it's this one. There's a secret room back here. I never finished this wall because I never actually finished, which would have led to another secret room down here where all of my hidden things would reside.
Yeah, this building
Gems
was the
and gnomes
building
and
we
stuff.
were working on right at the end of us playing on this server. So we didn't finish this project. Sort of got partway through it.
You can see that's like an empty high bookshelf. I actually put some stuff on it. Oh my god, I put a shoulder pad on there. Emerald, some keys. The key to Puzzle City.
Does that shoulder pad decay there, or?
Don't really want to pick it up, and I don't think it'll tell me.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no. I hope not. Maybe it does.
Hope.
It probably does.
What kind of shoulder pad are we talking about here?
It's the pumpkin one.
Okay,
so then,
that's okay. We got a bunch of extras.
Yeah, so the next level, you can sort of see the shape of this house. So the house is this shape here.
This one has nothing done to it.
I put a lot of my, I don't know if it's just logs or rock. I think it's logs.
Oh,
Although
no.
I started removing them from here.
We'll come and help your horses in a second. If we can. Anyway.
Yeah, so that's the shape of this house. And then we have a bottom level. Yeah, Adam was starting to build, so I think it's a little messy.
It's a little messy, yeah. I still have all the ladders.
And
I haven't.
Yeah, your design was a bunch of small rooms with a hallway. And the hallway actually led, and this is something that was a lot harder to do back in the day.
Right.
It's a lot easier now. See, this door leads to a basement. You can see here how I kind of tried to hide it with rose hedges and trees. So it leads to a basement where we were supposed to.
Problem is I'm not mayor, so I can't adjust that. For some reason, I don't have to
build another giant house. Look, you can't even see the end. It's so dark.
Is it? On my screen, I can see the end. Maybe it's because I don't have the volumetric lighting on.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I don't have the...
So you can see that we started the outside of the house. I think we did it on a stream. And then we were supposed to build this up, at least a bunch of levels. And then we'll have another entire underground area. And I'm not sure if we started this when underground houses came into the game.
No. This deed? No, I don't think so.
Not this deed, but this area. Or maybe that's what we thought of when they brought in to the game. We thought, oh, we should do something like this.
Yeah, we were probably making this area probably in 2016 or so, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
Remember just before the Steam launch, we celebrated by sharing some of this wine with everybody.
That's right. So a few months ago, we had this wine.
It's sealed again. It's sealed.
Yeah.
I don't want to open it, but it's like 97 quality wine or something crazy like that.
I mean, this is something that people can do. So you can build a house underground. You can't really see here on this side. But if you have a vein, you can build the house around the vein and then put plain stone arches around it. So it's technically outside of the house, and you can still you can mine it while being protected inside of a house.
Yeah, and it works. Mining it works perfectly fine. And we were going to build this whole building up to the ceiling. We just never got around to it. This building was quite daunting to get our hands on.
Yeah.
Hey, Rigadation and Willow. What's going on?
And Willow
and Severo. Welcome to the stream.
Okay, so
that
was our deed.
We also built this thing, which just like a lead back up, which is brings us back up to the main area. Thank you so
That's
much.
awesome. We don't have to
That
be
helps a
scared of
lot,
our own
and-
deed.
I know. And we'll help you get your horse, because
Although he did say you relogged and it fixed your horse bug or whatever it was. I'm assuming.
did he? I don't think he did. I think we have to lead it off the deed for him, because the mayor of this deed is one of our alt tunes.
This was Adam's Adam trying to sell horses. I believe that's what this building was.
Yeah. That didn't go.
Right. Well, here's Linton.
Here's our chessboard. Here's our Linton and our chessboard.
Just catching up to you.
Yeah.
So there's our chessboard that we built. Or I think this was one of the first chessboards we built at Linton. Never used it. So this is a starter town that Adam designed. We had a little bit of help to make it self-sufficient, like animal spawns that aren't real animals to make it look like they are, that the barn's always full, the farm tiles are always there. And then, of course, there's a gorilla. All right.
Yeah, I saw a few gorillas along the way.
Yeah, let me
Man, this
jump off. I'm
server
not sure
just-
where I'm gonna be. There we go.
Yeah, I think the sign is over here, right?
Yeah,
It
so
still
and
says
then
coming
this is
soon.
the only thing that I built here was the Manor of Lord Feyran. So this,
The man
this,
is
is the only,
yeah. This
is my house, which I haven't been
this
to
was
in a while.
mostly my thing. This
Am I not allowed in?
project.
No, I think we're just lagging. You have the
lagging big
privilege
time.
of allowing Lord Feyran to honor you with his presence. You're welcome. And there's this little manor, and in his
I wonder, can I refresh? I can refresh as a new
little backyard.
free-to-play player.
there's his lightning turret. Yay!
Yep. Now, one
And
thing
he-
that was different about this construction compared to all of our other constructions was that we were able to get all these items spawned in. Right, so like Retro would come and we'd say we would like a few of these chairs and a few of these tables and like a lightning turret and stuff like that, and he would just spawn it in for
Oh,
us.
yeah.
And hey, Rexor,
Hey, Rexor.
wonder if you're watching our stream, just hanging out with us.
We're just hanging out at Linton.
Yep.
All right, so put our cart wherever.
I did.
I have a lot of memories, let's say, at this inn for some reason.
Yeah.
This
we
Lonely
spent
Bear
a lot of
Inn.
time on that inn.
It's
Yep.
crazier than it looks. Yeah, as you go up, and every single room has a bed of some kind, and there's so many rooms going all the way up it. And
I made it too big, I think. I if I were to do it again, I would have I made each room 2x2. I don't think I would do that again.
yeah, the rooms are nice size, you know. Even the back
Some
here
of them have
has,
balconies. They have, like,
yeah,
little
there's some
balconies.
balconies.
Yeah, I did it too big.
There's some cool. I think at the time, what we were thinking is that we'll make a village where people can gather inspiration from, and that's sort of what we
Right.
did. We built these massive, big village areas. All that makes that's supposed to make sense, and that people can be like, "Oh, that's a really cool idea." Like this house that actually looks like three houses, but it's one house. It's a blacksmith, the tailor. I think it's a blacksmith and
Drogo's
tailor
house-
shop.
What happened to the sloped buildings at the time that the option was removed? Did the buildings get destroyed? And a follow-up question is, why did they take out crooked buildings in the first place? So
Oh, there's two
happened.
answers to that. I mean,
Okay.
there's two questions there. The first question is,
two questions there. Yeah.
did the buildings get destroyed? And the answer is no. The buildings did not get destroyed. They were just relics of like something you could not create anymore.
So it also made it so that the roof on the building disappeared. Because back then, once you finished the outer walls, the roof would just pop into existence. You didn't have to build a roof.
Yeah, the way houses
So
worked
once-
were different, right, back then. So maybe
Yeah.
you can explain that. You build
Right.
walls, and then poof, your house is done.
Your house is done. And then if you want to make a floor, you had to use pavement. So they removed it because of multi-story. When multi-story came into the game, that's when they had to get rid of the crooked houses, and that's when they made the requirement that it had to be on a flat ground. And what happened was, if your house was crooked, it lost its roof, so it just looked like the walls again, and then you couldn't expand on it. You had to destroy it and redo it all, or you just left it like that with no roof. Can't imagine there's any of those buildings left in the game. That happened so long ago.